everyone. Today's video is going to be one about spillers.
So it's going to be an updated feed routine, but we're also going to talk you along about all the chaffs that we use and all of the different balances and cubes that we use that they produce.
And we'll also tell you like why we use them and, you know, kind of talk about how much of a difference they've made to our horses, because of God they've made a difference, especially to Luna and Jarvis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Lots of people have been messaging me and DMing me asking for a feed routine.
I've had the same.
Because we've obviously hinted it that we changed their feed routine, and obviously we've told you all that we work with spillers now, which is very exciting. So yeah, we'll get to it then. So this is the chaff that Luna's fed on, and as you can see, she's very interested. Had a nutritionist speak to us about what we should be feeding our horses. So we told them about the requirements of our horse, i.e. what breed Luna is, how old she is, what level intensity work she's doing. This was suggested. So she has put on this food for quite a lot of reasons, one being how fussy she was. So with her previous chaff, she used to eat half her bowl and then decide that she didn't like it anymore and just kind of walk away and not eat it for the whole night, even when it was left in her stable. So she was very, very fussy, and she wasn't eating any of her supplements, which is obviously a bit annoying, since you're paying a lot of money for supplements and she wasn't even eating them. So this is supposed to be a lot more palatable for them, and you can see there's like little bits in there as well. So she really enjoys that. She has eaten every single meal I've given her, which is including spillers. She licks the bowl clean. It's a completely different horse. And also she used to put her leg up when she was excited for her food. And when she was on the other chaff, she didn't do that, and it was like, oh, she was just really disinterested in her food. But now she'll put her leg up and she's just really excited, and she'll whinny at me. So basically it's amazing because she's eating the food. This chaff is a blend of alfalfa, including pure alfalfa, which is really high in protein. It's also got a lot of calcium and potassium in it, which is obviously very, very good for muscles and bones. And it's got rapeseed oil in it, which is also very good for shiny coats, which Luna has a very shiny coat because I bathed her the other day, and for a grey, she was extremely shiny. So it also contains vitamin E, which is a very important antioxidant, which will balance the high levels of oil in the alfalfa. It also contains low levels of starch and sugar, which again is really good for the horse's digestive system, because you don't want there to be a lot of sugar and starch in the food. No.
Okay, so this chaff, the Happy Hoof, is what the majority of our horses are fed on, because it's just like an all-round just amazing chaff. So this chaff contains biotin in, which is really, really good for the horse's hooves, especially my dad's horse, Logan, because he suffers from cracked hooves. So this chaff is actually calorie and molasses free, which is amazing for horses who are prone to laminitis. So Blaze, my first pony, he actually got laminitis, mild laminitis, a couple of years ago. So we really have to watch his weight now. And when I was talking to the woman who was the nutritionist, we told her that he was a very good doer, and she said to put him on this. So like the Alpha Pro Fibre, this chaff also has a load of rapeseed oil in. So this chaff also contains garlic, which is perfect for the summer months because flies don't like it. Now even lower in starch and sugar.
So it is also approved by the Laminitis Trust.
You can't get better than that.
You can't get better than that. So the last thing that Luna has in her food, minus all the supplements, are the Spillers Digest and Conditioning Cubes, which I think have made the biggest difference to her way of going. So there's just a bag. You can see what it looks like. I'm gonna get blown away. The reason why I love these, especially for Luna, is because they are a high calorie conditioning cube. Oh, the cat's joined us. So the benefits of your horse being on the digestive and conditioning cubes is that it contains lots of pre and probiotics, which supports a healthy population of good bacteria. And it also is really, really high in protein, which supports top line and muscle build up. And Luna's muscle honestly has come on so much. Loads of people, Ella, he loves scratching that face. Loads of people have been messaging me as well, and just basically saying Luna looks really good, she's got so much muscle on her, and I honestly think it's mainly down to this. She has never felt better. I mean, you've probably seen all the show vlogs and the show voiceovers. She's feeling really good, she looks good, and I'm extremely happy with how she's going and her diet that she's on. So I love these, and I don't think she's ever going to go off these, to be honest. Yeah, it has a high oil content, which is good for slow release energy, and it's also low in starch and sugar.
There goes the bag.
And my eyes, which is obviously very, very good for the digestive system. So that is the digesting conditioning cubes, and I love them. I think they are amazing, and I honestly rave about these so much. We are going through long lengths to get them out there so you can see the good lighting. Also, do you like how we've added all the blue feed bins? So we've added new feed bins in, and also by popular demand we have added in a whiteboard. So this is what they were fed on.
We haven't written their new supplements down yet, but
yeah, this is a lot for them. They are currently on quite nice grass, so we've reduced their diet. We will go through what each horse has in a bit.
On the agenda is the slow release energy cubes. So Jarvis is on these at the moment, and honestly, before we put him on these, flat work was just a chore. He hates flat work, I don't particularly like flat work, and it just never used to really be very productive. But now that he's on these, it's spiced him up a bit, and it's just generally our flat work sessions just go, oh. And our flat work sessions are generally just better now. It doesn't send them fizzy because it's slow release, but it also...
Goals!
They like food.
Is that really necessary?
Bro, you're also like a mule then. So the highly digestible fibres mixed with the oil and low starch helps to sustain power. So obviously it will give them energy, but over a long period of time, and not, make them go too fizzy too quickly. So the high vitamin E levels help to promote muscle health. So then it also contains minerals and antioxidant vitamins to promote athletic performance.
So now we're moving on to the light and lean balancer, which we don't actually have a bag for because I think we threw it in the bin. But it comes in just like a kind of really nice pink colour bag, like you needed to know that. But this is really, really good for horses that are very good doers. So our Connie, Cross and Welsh are on this balancer. So it's basically got loads of vitamins and minerals in it that are specifically formulated for calorie restricted diets, and it contains loads of amino acids. I won't go into the specific amino acids, but the ones that are typically deficient in calorie restricted diets, they're still getting what they need to support lean muscle growth without it being totally eradicated in their diet. But this balancer is really good for horses who suffer from laminitis, as you can tell, because it's obviously good to promote weight loss, and this is because it actually contains cinnamon and magnesium, which increases the metabolism rate in a horse as well. And also it's really low in starch and sugar, which again are really important for those horses that are trying to lose weight, and also just good for an all-round healthy digestive system. Last but not least, it also contains biotin, which we've already explained, but it does obviously help to promote a healthy hoof. Ready? So this is the last balancer that we have. It's just the original multi-balancer. Comes in a bright yellow packaging. Logan is the only horse that is on this balancer. It's basically similar to the light and lean balancer, only that it's just not specifically for horses that need to lose weight. So it contains all the vital vitamins and minerals and the amino acids needed to support muscle growth. And it also contains vitamin E and vitamin C, which is really good. And yeah, it's basically just an all-round good balancer, just to make sure that they're getting everything that they need. Because obviously some horses can be deficient in quite a lot of stuff. And last but not least, it's just a low starch, low sugar blend, and it's just very good in supporting the digestive system.
Okay, so first I'm going to do Jarvis's food, and obviously I've already talked about it, but he has the Happy Hoof, so I'm just going to give him...
How much?
3/4 of a scoop of Happy Hoof. Lovely. And then, to balance the cup, because it never actually stays. I need to find that. Oh, there's one. Okay, so then, that made a lot of noise. So then I've got his Slow Release Energy Cubes, and at the moment he actually has 3 scoops, just because where we're about to go away to Python, I don't want him to be lethargic where he's going to be competing for 5 days. So obviously we're going to carry it on whilst he's there, and we're also kind of bulking him up just before he goes.
Just want to also mention that each of those cups is 250 grams.
Yeah. So he has that. He's that. And then it's onto the supplements, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about these because it could be potentially another video, but I'm just going to do the glycosamine or glucosamine, however you like to say it, and then, which is good for his joints. As you can see, we've literally stocked up on that. How do I put that on? And then turmeric, which is just literally...
Turmeric.
Turmeric. Molly, we've had this discussion before in the other video. It's turmeric.
It's turmeric. Everyone said it was turmeric.
Right. So a scoop of that, and turmeric's just literally amazing for everything. And then he has his gut balancer. And then, obviously, if he was to do any strenuous work, then we'd include the Equine America Apple Eggs.
Or the Equilibrium
Equilibrium
electrolytes, which are personally my favourite because they're liquid and they're mint flavoured.
Yeah, but we'll be taking these away and all of their supplements away for Pycombe, so we can give you a rundown of what the horses are having at Pycombe when we do the video. And then this supplement has actually also been very good for Jarvis, which are the more muscle pellets from Equine America. So just a scoop of those.
And that is him done.
That's him done. So, as some of you may know if you've watched my recent Instagram video, Blaze is now actually back into work. So we're starting to give him a little bit more feed because he is a good doer. So when he was off work, then he wasn't having very much. If I can reach past this.
Luna, stop running, for heaven's sake.
That's 200 grams. Wow, that's perfect. So he has 200 grams of the Lean and Light. And then,
Which you can see on there. Blaze, 200 grams. In the morning and the evening, but we've halved it. So we're just giving him one meal. They're all having one meal.
One meal, yeah. And then he just literally will have just a handful of Happy Hoof. And there, like that.
That's
There you go.
Fibre. That'll do her. And then she was actually supposed to have 10 cups a day of the digestive and conditioning cubes, but again she's not even doing that much. Like she's had like 2 or 3 days off. So she's only going to be given. So I'm just going to give her. Where even is the scoop?
There's one in the slow release energy.
So instead of the 5 that she was going to have for a dinner, I'm just going to give her 2. Ta-da! So for supplements, she just has
It's because I slapped it on.
She has a scoop of glucosamine.
That's what I do, and then it gets really hot.
And she also has a scoop of turmeric because this is
Turmeric?
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
Like, this is a magical powder.
It's literally good for every single horse.
Ta-da! And that is basically her food. And then last but not least, we have Logan. Logan. Who just gets, is this Happy Hope?
Yeah.
A scoop of this. So again, Logan used to have 2 scoops of this, but we're halving it, so he's only having 1. And this is their digesting positioning cues, by the way. And then the Lean and Light balancer, he has...
No,
sorry, not Lean and Light, my mistake. The original multi-balancer, he has half a cup. So, I'll get half a cup, which is 125 grams, because... Oh, that's actually dead on. So we're all done now. We only have 5 horses. It seems a bit odd, doesn't it?
Not for long.
What do you mean not for long? We haven't got a new horse, by the way.
Oh no, leave them waiting.
So that is what they all get. Obviously we add water, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Lots of people have been requesting it. If you do decide to put your horse on spillers, which we both highly recommend, we know it's made a massive difference to our horses' way of going, because we were on it before to make sure our horses benefited from it and were going well before we spoke to you all about it, because there's no point us getting something and writing about something that we don't believe in. What we've seen in the results, I mean, you can see for yourself, oh my god, there's a wasp there, that they look good and they've been going so well lately. So yeah, if you do put your horse on spillers, then do tag us in a picture, or yeah, whatever. So please like and subscribe, and tell us in the comments if you want any particular videos. I know we've got quite a lot planned.
We're literally about to go film another one now.
Yeah, getting on that YouTube grind.
Yeah, so please don't forget to like and subscribe, and obviously follow our Instagrams, which are always tagged in the description. See you in the next video.